Hello, my lords and ladies. Yes. This is Milltown Productions, and I am Sir Brandon of the Bradford House.
I'm Sir Jace of House Gibson.
I'm Sir Jason of House Goings. I don't like my last name when I say it that way.
Of House Goings.
I don't like saying my last name like at any time.
But Sir Gibson sounds a lot more smooth than
We
Sir
could just say
Goings.
of the Milltown House, you know? Of the Milltown House.
Of House Milltown.
Here's the thing. You might not be used to me sitting here yet because I'm not used to me sitting here yet.
Yes.
If you're watching our other series, you'll see that things are a little bit different around here because me and Jason are usually seen as lesser than bastards of the Milltown House, whereas our full-blooded brother, just kidding.
We allow him to sit here every time because it's his house.
Yeah, we allow him. We took a vote. Jace honestly voted not to sit here.
Yeah.
But we voted 2 out of 3 against him sitting somewhere else.
Yeah, because obviously we want him to be the center every time.
Yeah, we're like, listen, we want nothing more than for our the chosen child to be at the center usually. But now that's not the case because I have never seen what we are about to watch.
Which makes you a sweet summer child.
Yes, I am a sweet summer child who enjoys long walks on the beach,
Oh my God.
romantic dinners, country music, or any other music, in case, you like other music.
Yeah. Well, since no one has said it, we are watching Game of Thrones episode 2.
Yes.
The
What's the name of the episode?
The name of this episode is The Kingsroad. Seems like someone's going to be journeying with the king, unless that's the name
On
of
a
the place.
road.
To probably King's Landing.
Whoa.
Oh, the king has landed in King's Landing.
Yep. So, Brandon, you said you enjoyed the last episode, the first episode.
Yes.
And we ended on a pretty crazy note where Bran Stark got pushed out a window that was like 10 stories high.
I had high hopes for him, mainly
Yeah.
because we share a name.
I'm sure he did too until he plummeted to the ground.
Yeah, he had high hopes until that turned to a high fall.
Yeah.
So-
Gravity did not play well with
Gravity.
Bran.
I was just about to.
Working against him.
Yep.
Well, it was.
And we now know that Jaime Lannister is,
A kid murderer.
and also
sister.
an incestuous.
Oh, yeah. Incest, wincest, brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
Twincest.
Yeah, actually.
Dang. This guy is crazy.
Loving his twin on a whole new level.
It seems as though Ned has said yes to becoming the Hand of the King.
Mm-hmm. Brotherly love.
Sansa might be getting married off to Joffrey. So, I guess let's see
See how that plays out?
what happens.
I have predicted that this one is going to be a time jump, but if it's called Kingsroad, maybe it's picking up with Ned leaving with the king.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Did they say in the last episode that it took a no? You're good.
Oh, okay, it's not spoiler.
A month to get to
a month.
a month.
They rode for a month.
Yep.
Which
so
means a
technically-
month back.
That's why that dog was so much bigger.
Fuck.
Oh, the dire wolf.
Yeah, the direwolf.
You said it was just a fucking husky, bro.
Yeah.
Lannister's a lion.
Yes.
Okay. Targaryen's the dragon.
Yes.
Stark is the
Dire
wolf, right? And then the
Baratheon is
stag
the
is
stag.
the Baratheon. Okay, cool.
Still not far from Pentos, Your Grace. Master Lirio has extended his hospitality. You'd be more comfortable there.
I have no interest in hospitality or comfort. I'll stay with Drogo until he fulfills his end of the bargain and I have my crown.
If you wish, Your Grace.
What did Ned Stark want you for? Buying from a slaver?
Selling to one. Some poachers I caught on my land.
Under my reign, you won't be punished for such nonsense. You can rest assured of that.
What good will my sympathies do then?
None, but it is expected of you. Your absence has already been noted.
The boy means nothing to me. Oh, I can't stand the wailing of women.
Dang.
One word, and I hit you again.
I'm telling Mother.
Go. Tell her. But first you will get to Lord and Lady Stark. And you will fall on your knees in front of them and tell them how very sorry you are, that you are at their service and that all your prayers are with them. Do you understand?
You can't.
Do you understand?
Damn.
Bread and 2 of those little fish.
To those
And a
little
mug
fish.
of dark beer to wash it down.
Ew.
Is Bran going to die?
Apparently not.
Oh.
The Maester says the boy may live. The charms of the North seem entirely lost on you.
Still can't believe you're going.
The greatest structure ever built, the
going
intrepid
to the
men
wall?
of the Night's Watch, the wintry abode of the White Walkers.
Tell me you're not thinking of taking the Black.
And go celibate? The whores would go begging from dawn to Casterly Rock. No, I just want to stand on top of the wall and piss off the edge of the world. I hope the boy does wake. I'd be very interested to hear what he has to say.
My dear brother, there are times you make me wonder whose side you're on.
My dear brother, you wound me. You know how much I love my family.
I like him.
Yeah.
Tyrion.
Handsome one, isn't he? I lost my first boy. Little black-haired beauty.
I never knew.
It was years ago. Robert was crazed, beat his hands bloody on the wall. All the things men do to show you how much they care.
Is she gonna say some shit like, it wasn't
Such a
right
little
to
thing.
let him suffer?
And Robert held me. I screamed and I battled, but he held me. They took him away and I never saw him again. Never visited the crypt. Never.
Never saw him again.
I prayed to the mother every morning and night that she return your child to you.
Liar. Oh, and here she is thinking that he promised her he wouldn't climb again and that's what killed him. Or it might kill him.
Marred
Yep.
him.
He was a great climber, Mama. He would have never fell.
He was sure-footed.
That's right. Ezio.
Sword for the wall.
I already have one.
Good man. Have you swung it yet?
Of course I have.
At someone, I mean. It's a strange thing, the first time you cut a man. Let me thank you ahead of time. You're guarding us all from the perils beyond the wall. Wildlings and White Walkers and whatnot. We're grateful to have good, strong men like you protecting us.
That was weird. Weird interaction.
We've guarded the kingdoms for 8,000 years.
Is it we already? Have you taken your vows then?
Soon enough.
Give my regards to the Night's Watch. I'm sure it will be thrilling to serve in such an elite force. And if not, it's only for life.
Except for Dane says I have to do it again. My things weren't properly folded, she says. Who cares how they're folded? They're going to get all messed up anyway.
It's good you've got help.
Watch. Nymeria, gloves.
I have something for you. And it has to be packed very carefully. This is no toy. I had the blacksmith make it for you special. It won't hack a man's head off, but it can poke him full of holes if you're quick enough.
I can be quick.
First lesson. Sticking with the pointy end.
I know which end to use.
All the best swords have names, you know.
Sansa can keep her sewing needles. I've got a needle of my own.
I know we always talked about seeing the wall together, but you'll be able to come visit me at Castle Black when you're better.
I want you to leave.
It's just stupid that like all bastards are looked at in such a bad way in this universe.
Yeah.
And it's like, what did they do? You know?
I mean, I understand why she kind of does, but
to treat
I
him
feel,
like that?
No, I know. But after living with him for 20-something years, or 20 years, like she should feel some type of love towards him.
Yeah.
17 years ago, you rode off with Robert Baratheon.
17. He's only 17.
You came back a year later with another woman's son. You do have a choice,
Meh.
and you've made it.
Next time I see you, you'll be all in black.
It was always my colour.
Farewell, Snow.
And you, Stark.
Brothers from another mother.
Quite literally.
The Starks have manned the wall for thousands of years. And you are a Stark. You might not have my name. But you have my blood.
Is my mother alive? Does she know about me, where I am, where I'm going? Does she care?
The next time we see each other, we'll talk about your mother. Hmm?
Yeah, Ned's just like trying to do right by everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's definitely a man of honor.
There were wars to fight, women to marry. We never had the chance to be young.
I recall a few chances.
Yours was, Alina? No, you told me once. Merrill? Your bastard's mother.
Wyler.
That's it. She must have been a rare wench to make Lord Eddard Stark forget his honor. You never told me what she looked like.
Nor will I.
You're too hard on yourself. You always have been.
Daenerys Targaryen has wed some Dothraki horse lord. What of it? Shall we send her a wedding gift?
Knife, perhaps a good sharp one.
Tell me we're not speaking of this.
Oh, it's unspeakable to you? What her father did to your family, that was unspeakable. What Rhaegar Targaryen did to your sister, the woman I loved. I'll kill every Targaryen I get my hands on.
You can't get your hands on this one, can you? Even 1,000,000 Dothraki are no threat to the realm. As long as they remain on the other side of the narrow sea. They have no ships, Robert.
There are still those in the Seven Kingdoms who call me usurper.
The Seven Kingdoms?
Yeah.
So, like, Winterfell is considered a kingdom?
Yeah, so it used to be like they were all separated until a certain point in time in history that the king like united all the kingdoms.
Right.
Basically, so now he rules all of them.
Now, is it all of the kingdoms of Westeros and Essos
Yeah.
is totally separate still from that? Okay.
Essos is still like a free land, basically.
That makes sense. So, that definitely... It's like the exiled like area.
Like you'll still find different cities and stuff in Essos, but each one is run completely differently. They're all like different types of people. So, yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh my God. I was about to say.
Bro, he got the coolest looking direwolf though.
Yeah, dude. The albino run.
Yeah.
What you see is a dwarf. If I had been born a peasant, they might have left me out in the woods to die. Alas, I was born a Lannister of Casterly Rock. Things are expected of me. My father was the hand of the king for 20 years.
Until your brother killed that king.
So Jaime killed the other king.
Life is full of these little... Well, my brother has his sword, and I have my mind. And a mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone.
So he does read a lot.
That's why I read so much Jon Snow.
The Night's Watch protects the realm
Yes. Against grumpkins and snarks and all the other monsters your wetness warned you about. You're a smart boy. You don't believe that nonsense.
If they believe that dragons existed once, I don't think it's that far to stretch that other types of creatures might live beyond the wall.
We need a new steward, and there are several other appointments that require our immediate
I don't
attention.
care about appointments.
I'll make the appointments. Fire. You stay here, I'll come back.
It's arson.
Kill it with fire.
You're not supposed to be here. No one's supposed to be here.
What?
It's a mercy. He's dead already.
No. What? Oh, yeah! Bran's direwolf.
Like ripped out his fucking throat.
Yeah, dude, fucking Roadhouse style.
Oh, her hands.
Yeah, her hands definitely.
I
hurt.
couldn't imagine because like that cut deep enough to go to like bone. For
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Can you teach me how to make the Carl happy?
Yes.
Will it take 3 years?
No.
It's a castle block. Oh.
Damn, look at that wall.
They fucking built that, bro.
They like cleared a spot and everything.
Blonde hair.
Take this to the crime lab.
Yeah.
Test it for DNA.
I don't think Bran fell from that tower. I think he was thrown. Why murder an innocent child? Unless he saw something he wasn't meant to see.
Saw what, milady?
I don't know. But I would stake my life the Lannisters are involved. We already have reason to suspect their loyalty to the crown.
They come into our home and try to murder my brother. If it's what they want... If it comes to that, you know I'll stand behind you.
Lord Stark must be told of this.
There must always be a Stark in Winterfell. I will go myself.
Mother, you can't.
I must.
It is said that Irigeneia of Lys could finish a man with nothing but her eyes.
Finish a man? Oh, I don't think the Drogo will like it with me on top.
You will make him like it, Khaleesi.
I think there's a girl at fucking... What you call it?
Then don't make love like a slave.
Panda Express that has that power.
Out there, he is the mighty Cal. But in this tent, he belongs to you.
You've got to go. They'll kill you for what you did to Joffrey. Go on. Run.
Nymeria my favorite so far.
Why was my daughter not brought to me at once?
How dare you speak to your king in that manner?
Quiet, woman.
Your girl and that butcher's boy attacked my son. That animal of hers nearly tore his arm off.
That's not true. He was hurting Micah.
Joff told us what happened. You and that boy beat him with clubs while you set your wolf on him.
That's not what happened.
Yes, it is.
He tells me one thing, she tells me another. 7 hells, what am I to make of this? Tell me what happened. Tell it all and tell it true. It's a great crime to lie to a king.
I don't remember. Everything happened so fast. I didn't see.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
Hey!
Liar!
Stop it!
Arya!
Arya! Damn it, children fight. It's over.
Joffrey will bear these scars for the rest of his life.
Oh my God.
You let that little girl disarm you. Ned, see to it that your daughter's disciplined. I'll do the same with my son.
Gladly, Your Grace.
And what of the direwolf? What of the beast that savaged your son?
We found no trace of the direwolf, Your Grace.
No. So be it.
We have another wolf.
What?
No, not Lady. Lady didn't bite anyone. She's good.
Lady wasn't there.
If it must be done, I'll do it myself.
Is this
No.
some trick?
Well, yeah.
The wolf is of the north. She deserves better than a butcher. The butcher's boy. You rode him down.
He ran. Not very fast.
They fucking killed him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Poor thing. Over.
Wow.
Over.
What did you think?
Well, I will say that was a pretty good episode. I really like very few people
Yeah.
now. Anyone with the name Lannister?
Yeah. Except for Tyrion.
Except for Tyrion.
You did like him.
I did like him. And then the King's boy, Joffrey, is a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Dolphin.
Yeah.
He's a dolphin.
Yeah, he's a dolphin, bro. So, all I have to say is that whole family is filled with liars, and I hope that boy dies a very gruesome death at the hands of a dire wolf.
Oh, damn.
Or I guess at the teeth of a dire wolf, whatever. Anyways. No, that was a good episode. Outside of that, really, yeah. And Bran's awake, which means
he just
the
woke
truth
up.
may come out, or someone is going to try really hard to stifle him, or he's going to forget everything that he saw.
Oh, God, he's
What
got
happened?
amnesia.
What if he strategically forgets everything he saw?
Yeah. What happens if like he just dies suddenly?
The next episode is literally, it shows him and he just starts seizing and dies.
Yeah.
Or it literally just shows them burying him.
Oh,
like this
God.
one ended with his eyes opening, and then the next one like starts at his like grave.
Yeah, right.
They're just lowering him in.
Oh,
They're
God.
like, died of natural causes. Wait
What?
a minute. Like, it's true to the times, bro. It could have happened.
Yeah.
Happened to lots of people.
I think this episode had some really good moments. Like, I like the conversation between Ned and Robert when they were eating.
Right.
And he was like, oh, it must have been some special woman to make Ned forget his honor, you know. And then they talk about Daenerys and how Robert wants to kill her.
Right.
He wants to do whatever he can to completely get rid of the Targaryens. We saw Daenerys learn how to make Khal Drogo happy.
Yep. And it looked like it worked.
Yeah, he was really into it by the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Joffrey seems to be a fucking bitch. And I hate that the butcher's boy still ends up just straight up getting murdered by. And like earlier in the episode, the Hound kind of seemed like a cool dude whenever he was talking to Sansa, like making the joke about Ilyn Payne, where he's like, "Oh, he frightens me too."
Right.
A face like that.
Yeah.
But then you see that he's still an agent of the kingdom, so. And you probably get the name the Hound for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, he still has a cool ass helmet. The fucking Hound's like face.
Yeah, it is a cool helmet.
Bitch.
Stop it.
I hate that they ended up killing the dire wolf. I do like that Ned was the one that was like, I'll do it, you know. I don't want a stranger killing the dog, you know.
Deserves better than that.
Yeah.
But it's also like awful because it's like here this wolf is its entire life other than
trusted
the mother,
this man.
has trusted this man, and all of a sudden it's laying there with like its neck bleeding and thinking like, why?
Because he also came down and was like petting it at first, like trying to comfort it, and
Mhm.
then I don't know. And then I hate that like you see the dog kind of like realizes something's wrong and he pulls the knife out. The dog's like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing?" Well, all right. I mean, I would say that like there's still, like you said, wasn't a whole lot of action here. I think there's a lot more politicking going on.
Yes, for sure.
And I think that's kind of a main theme of the show is you see those gears winding. You just don't know what the outcome's going to be yet. Like you can see people start laying a plan out, but it's so easy for something to happen and that plan has to change.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be, that seems like it's going to be a big thing with this show is that it's going to be a lot of plan laying and then all of a sudden a lot of action happens at once. Now that plan is out the window.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
What do you think about the story format of two stories kind of being told at once? We have the stuff in Westeros with
Right.
the Starks, and now we have in Essos with Daenerys.
Right. I enjoy when you have two simultaneous stories happening.
Mhm. And they do pertain to each other, but like not immediately.
Exactly. Like you know what the like thought at the back of their mind is in Essos, and then you know that in Westeros they're like wanting them dead, the Targaryens, and then also they have their own fucking bullshit that they're having to worry about in Westeros. So it's kind of cool seeing them both play out. Like you see a little bit of Khal Drogo and Daenerys and what the fuck is his name? The brother.
Oh, I think his is
Wait, what was the question?
The Targaryen brother. Fucking Legolas, whatever.
Was it also? No. I was about to say, was it also Rhaegon?
No.
Rhaegon was their dad, right?
Rhaegar was the guy that killed
Ned's sister.
Ned's sister.
Right.
Oh my god, it's Viserys, I think.
Viserys and Daenerys, yeah.
It's something like that. Viserys, I think.
He's third of his name. It could be.
I think so.
Because there's also already a 1 and a 2.
Mm-hmm. So
I think that he is a fucking weirdo. But I like that they have their own shit going on, and it, like you said, it doesn't automatically pertain to what's going on
in Westeros.
Right. They don't coincide right now.
Yeah.
But I can feel already that those two are gonna
it's like
have their clashing moments.
Yeah, you can see that like they're coming to an impasse where they're gonna collide, but like seeing how each story gets there, like
and what's gonna be an obstacle in each of those stories. But it seems like the ultimate goal of each is, well, we want the throne. Well, we want to keep the fucking throne.
Yeah.
But you know that they're both working towards that, like, meeting up.
So, okay, here's a good question. Who do you think actually deserves the throne right now? Would it still be the Targaryens because their dad was killed? So, I mean, if the king were to die, in really
their dad was
way,
the Mad King.
Yeah.
The people hated him. Some people think that, again, that, you know, they should be, they're the rightful family. Now, I think that Robert is, I think he is a really good king. However, I think he has way too much going on with the Lannisters. I think the Lannisters are horrible people.
Yeah.
So I think that the Targaryens have no business being near the throne.
Okay.
And the Lannisters have no business being near the throne. I would love to see Stark be the king, but I don't see that being a possibility considering he has no blood connection to either family.
The king himself would literally have to like declare that, and it would still be like against tradition.
Right, like, and people would be very mad about that.
Yeah, they'd be like, wait a minute.
But I feel like everyone really loves Ned Stark, so it'd be like, you'd have some coups and shit, but...
I mean, people would be like, wait a minute. I mean, he's not that bad.
You're like, you know, he's definitely the best candidate. But,
yeah, yeah.
But it's just weird. I don't like change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hope you guys watched. Hope you enjoyed.
I hope you guys watched this video.
Hope you enjoyed watching it with us, and hopefully you'll be there next week to continue this journey with us and Brandon. Goodbye.
All right.
That weirdly worked.
Goodbye.